Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. What about you?
I'm good. My name is Alex. What is your name?
It's nice to meet you, Alex. I'm Richard and I'm calling you from Brazil.
Richard, very nice to meet you. Well, I am from the United States but live in Thailand.
Awesome, that's great. Where are you originally from in the
I am
United States?
from Florida.
Florida.
Yes,
Awesome. I'd love to visit Florida one day.
you should. Have you ever traveled out of Brazil?
No, I have not. I have not traveled out of Brazil yet, but it's one of my goals. It's one of my main goals, and one day I will be able to accomplish it, God willing. Have you ever been to Disney World?
Yes, I have. I went a lot growing up. It's only a 2-hour drive from where my family lives.
I see, great. It's the norm, for people who live in Florida, right? To go to Disney World. It's normal. Right? Let's go to
Yes,
Disney World this weekend.
we love Disney World. It's not just tourists that love Disney World. We love it too.
Great, great. But I think for you guys, natives from the United States, it's normal, right? It's not a huge thing.
It's still a big deal to go. We still get very, very excited.
Ah, great. That's awesome. We Brazilians, we tend to say that when we go to Disney World or Disneyland, it's when we there is an expression, but I think it doesn't make sense in English. But it's when you won the life, for example. You finished the life because you did the best thing that you could do, for example, to go to
Yes,
Disney
we
World.
have something like that. In English, we would say our life is complete.
Ah, yeah, that's great. Yeah, for example, it's like yes, it's when our lives is complete
Yeah.
when we go to Disney World or to the United States. That's great. And how long have you been studying, teaching here in Cambly, Alex?
So only a few weeks now, actually. I'm a new teacher.
Oh, great. Welcome to Cambly.
Thank you. How long have you been learning on Cambly?
It's been a year and 11 months,
Oh,
actually.
wow.
Yeah, I will turn 2 years next month,
Awesome. So you enjoy
November.
it?
Yes, yeah. I have been here studying for a long time, so I love this platform, and it has been helping me so much to become natural in English and to improve my vocabulary and speaking skills. I love it.
Very good. Yeah, it's very helpful to be able to talk to people instead of just studying or something like that.
Yeah, it is. And do you speak another language besides
I
English?
do. So I, with living in Thailand, I live in a very small village that doesn't speak Thai, but they speak their own language. It's like an ethnic minority group. So I can
Mhm.
speak their language very well, and I'm learning Thai.
What is the name of that language?
Its name is Karen.
Korean, Korean.
Yes.
That's awesome. And you've been studying Thai as well.
Yes, I'm learning Thai. Since I had to leave my village because no work right now, I'm now with people that speak more Thai, so it's easier to learn.
I see. It's a tonal language, isn't it?
It is, and I think it's so difficult. It's hard
Oh,
to hear the
what
tones.
what level do you think you are at right now?
So for Thai, very beginner, but for Karen, my friends say I'm fluent. I don't think I'm fluent, but maybe just a step below.
Yes, sometimes as students, we tend to think we don't have the ability that people usually say we have, right? But yeah, I think that's because we like to push ourselves, out there to
Yeah.
learn more. Because sometimes we watch native speakers on TV, or when we watch TV shows, movies, so we know how they speak, and we'd like to achieve that level, right?
And we're always very hard on ourselves too. Other people might think we're great and we think we're okay.
Yeah. But that's great. And I love English. I've been studying for 3 years. And
Amazing. Well, you speak very well.
thank you. Thanks so much. And yeah, each year is a new achievement, and I'd like to learn more and more. What do you usually do to improve your language skills?
I think the best way to improve your language skills is to not be shy and try to speak. So you being brave enough to come on Cambly and just talk is amazing. And that's what I try to do in person as well. Sometimes if you don't know people or have friends that are speaking English, it's harder. But for me to just sit down with my friends that speak Korean or speak Thai and just try to talk, I think is the best way to learn and to really listen to other people speaking that language. It can be scary, of course, and a little embarrassing at first, but also watching movies, I think, is very helpful.
Yeah, it is. And do your friends correct you right after you make a mistake? How do they usually correct you?
It depends on the friend. So I have a few friends that will just stop me right away and correct me, and other friends will wait till I think they are scared to correct me, like they don't want to upset me, but they'll wait till after I'm done talking and maybe whisper to me how to say it. But I want to be corrected right away. It's okay. I know I'm not good yet, so it's how to learn.
Yeah, we have to be humble when we are learning a new language. We tend to,
Yeah.
it's so important to be corrected right after we make a mistake. And I usually study by watching TV shows. I
Hmm.
I have just finished a TV show called Fuller House. Have you ever watched it?
Yes, it's a good show.
Yeah, it is. And I'm looking forward to watching my new TV show. I, I'm thinking about it. I'd like it. I'm thinking about watching, either Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or
Very good show.
How I Met Your Mother.
Both are very good. I think you should watch both.
Yeah, but I don't like watching, two TV shows at the same time. I don't know. I
Well,
like to
I
focus
think
only on one.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is going to have more slang.
Oh, I like that.
So you like that. Okay, it's also very funny.
Great. It's Will Smith is in it.
Yeah, it's very, Will Smith is in it. He's such a good actor.
Great. That's awesome. Yeah, because I'd like to understand how people, actually speak.
Yes.
And sometimes when we watch movies, they are using, formal words, and people don't use words like that, right?
Right. It's not how people really talk.
Yes, I have recently learned this word as a slang. Great. Oh, that's great.
Yes. Excellent. Yes.
And I was so shocked.
Where did you learn it from?
I learned it from Fuller House, actually. I was watching it earlier today, and Jackson's mother, she said, "Oh, that is lit," and he was like, "Mom, you are using that word wrong," and she was like, "Why? You are a mother." You can't use that word.
When you watch, do you also have subtitles on?
Yes, I have subtitles on. I can understand without the subtitles, but I think it's better to know how the words are written.
Yes, that's very true, because sometimes they aren't pronounced the same way they are written, so it's helpful to look at.
And it's better, exactly. It's better to search the words that I don't know.
Yeah, then you can actually search them.
Yeah,
It's very good.
but it's great to, before watching Fuller House, I finished My Wife and Kids. What about this one? Have you
hmm
ever heard of it?
I've seen some of it, but I haven't seen all of it.
Yeah, it's a great show, and I
Yeah, you
completed
liked it?
the whole show without subtitles.
Awesome. That's so good.
Yeah, great. It's hard, but it's great
Of
because yeah,
course.
like
But you must feel very confident and proud of yourself after.
yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah, because everyday life, normal life, we don't have subtitles on, so we need to get used to it.
But it's still very good for when you're learning.
Yeah,
And you have TV without subtitles, but when we talk, you don't have subtitles. So it's a balance.
yeah, sometimes I used to watch so many TV shows with subtitles that when I was here on Cambly, before when you guys native speakers, were speaking with me, I was imagining the subtitles, under the screen.
You do very well. You speak very well.
Oh, thank you. Thanks so much. How long have you
You're
been
welcome.
living in Thailand?
So I've been here for about 2.5 years now.
2.5 years. Great.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so a long time.
Lots of teachers have moved to Thailand here on Cambly. I feel so impressed with it.
Yeah, it's a very popular place to teach. Here, the government treats their teachers very well, and they pay their teachers very well to teach in a
The
school.
cost of living there
But
is cheaper.
traditionally, I'm not a teacher full time. I work at an elephant sanctuary.
Oh, at an elephant sanctuary? Great.
Yes.
Are you, what is the name of the profession that takes care of animals?
So I'm a biologist.
Biologist, yeah.
Yes, but also a part of my job. So we have the elephants and we bring people, guests in to show them and teach them about elephants. And our elephants get to live naturally. So they just live in the forest. But also a part of my job was teaching at the local school. So I do have some experience teaching, but it wasn't my full-time job. But I do really enjoy talking to people from around the world, and I'm not at that job right now because of COVID. So this is a good way
To
to
have an
still use some of my skills and meet people.
Yeah, but actually, a lot of people say, oh, you have to be a teacher, you have to have a degree to teach English. But I don't agree with that. I think
Yeah,
as long as you really know the language, because you are a native, you know what is natural and what is not natural.
right.
So,
I think it depends what you want to teach. So
yeah,
if you want to be in a traditional setting, teaching grammar and
yeah,
the
that's yeah.
basics, the structure, I think it's important to have training. But as long as you are confident and you care, I think the most important thing is that you care about your students. A lot of people just decide to teach to be able to travel, but they don't care. So I think it's important, as long as you care. I do have a teaching certificate because I wanted to at least have some form of training
Okay.
to make sure I am doing things properly.
Ah, okay.
Because it's
Yeah,
important.
it is.
I want to make sure my students actually learn from me, you know?
Yeah, it's really great. And yeah, but it's great when you like to teach a language, and as you are a native speaker, it's really awesome. It's
Yeah, I love helping people, but I also get to meet people from around the
yeah,
world, which is so cool. I get to learn about cultures and holidays and just talk to so many different people.
great.
So it's really
You
cool.
are a people person, right?
Yes, a people person and an animal person.
Yeah, great. That's a good one. And oh my gosh, my
Richard,
time is almost over. But I'd like to ask you one more thing, please. What does the elephant eat? What,
so they eat a lot of bamboo.
bamboo?
Yes, bamboo is what they eat the most. Do you know bamboo?
Yes, I do. Great. But it's
Yes,
so
that is what
hard.
they eat the most. They have very strong teeth.
I see. Thank you so much for this incredible class, Alex. It was nice talking to you.
Yes, it was so nice meeting you. Have a great
You
night.
too. It was nice meeting you too. Have a great night too.
Bye.